right, I am back out on the trail. Got a fine, cool morning here in October. I'm actually not just out on the trail today. I actually am out on the St. Johns River, and I happen to be coming by the Black Bear Trail down in Seminole County, right near Sanford, Florida, and decided I'm gonna stop and do a couple miles, and then I'll be getting back on the boat, and I'm going to be going up the Wekiva River today, and I'm gonna try to make it all the way to Wekiva Landing. It's Friday, kids are in school, wife's at work, I got the day to myself, so figure take you along, see what happens. Hope you enjoy the ride. All right, so I've heard a lot about this trail system, and part of it runs right along the St. Johns River. You can see some boats going by. This is actually more boat traffic than I've seen all morning. This is a really nice section of trail, and the St. Johns River is in this area. It's not at flood stage, but it's really high compared to what it normally is, and you can see the water's just kind of rushing through the impoundment dike here that's been, I don't know if it was purposely left this way or if it had been modified after they had built this dike along here, but it's open now and it is flowing. There's lots of fish in there too. Man, it is nice and quiet out here. You can hear the birds chirping. I saw the alligator a minute ago laying along the side of the bank here. And you can kind of see it behind me, but this little dike system that I'm walking on, it's not very big. It's maybe 25-30 feet wide. Really nice footpath, and you can see though it gets pretty muddy out here, and I happen to just be here at a nice dry time. Anyways, I'm almost back to where I left my boat, and then I will be getting back on and heading up the river. All right, so I'm back at the boat now. I ran the last I don't know, little ways. So get back on the boat. There she is, just waiting. Thank goodness nobody cut the line. All right, let's see if I can get on here. Keep the camera, keep myself somewhat dry. All right. I'm just gonna work my way back out into the river. Looks like I'm gonna have to get a paddle. All right, I managed to work my way out without a paddle. So now, I'm gonna get the boat pointed north again and start heading towards DeBerry, which is where the Wekiva River comes out into the St. Johns River at. Here we go. I made it into the Wekiva Creek, and I got the St. Johns River right behind me and off to the side right there. And so I'll be heading southbound now towards Wekiva Landing. The furthest I've ever been down is to the State Road 46, where it crosses over. So we'll see how far I make it. It's already like 11 o'clock right now. Lost a little bit of time to my little side trek there, but it was well worth it while it was still nice and cool out. It is no longer cool. It is nice and hot, but that's fine because I can jump in and cool down here if I need to. All right, so the first little bit of the Wekiva River, when you get onto it, is a no wake zone, and then after a little ways you can resume normal safe operation. But there's a lot of logs and stuff in the way, so just got to be careful with that. And I've never seen any manatees in here beyond this first zone. I think it gets a little too shallow for the manatees to spend too much time further up here. So, but you always keep an eye out and look out for wildlife. Hey, little birdie. Man, the current is strong, and this water level is up significantly higher than normal. I was out here just a few weeks ago, and this is one of my favorite places to cool off. So I am going to do just that. Boat somewhat parked here and change clothes. Can't go swimming like that. All right, let's see what I got in my little goodie bag here. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Get in proper swim shorts here, get in that water and cool off. It's about 11:20 right now. It's almost time to check out what else is in my lunchbox. But I'll probably wait till, I don't know, 12:30 or so. A little bit longer. It's going to be a long day out here. Probably about halfway. Goodness gracious, this sock is stuck. Probably about halfway to State Road 46 right now. Anyways, I'll see you in a minute. You're not going to get to see the good stuff. All right, now it's almost time to go swimming, but I just put sunscreen on. Gotta let it dry for a couple minutes, or don't want my mom to find out that I got in the water without letting my sunscreen dry. Man. Really important to make sure that you protect your skin. That's why I like to wear these hooded shirts. Not really a big fan of sunscreen. Usually I just like to cover up as much as possible. Actually, I'd probably go ahead and put the bimini up while I am waiting for my sunscreen to dry, and then that way I'll have it for the rest of the day, because it's only going to get hotter, and there's like a 20% chance of rain, which probably means it's going to rain pretty hard. So let me get to that. Man, that water is cold. Whew. Best way to get in cold water, get in it. That's what I needed, man. Get cooled down real quick. Whew. There's quite a few really nice places to camp along this river, but I'm pretty sure that's not one of them. And I'm pretty sure that's not one either. Not with this water so high. There's a man-made landmark for you. That is the State Road 46 bridge. So, I think this is actually a little less than halfway down to Wekiva Island. So it's a pretty good ways from here. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if I'm going to make it today. I got plenty of gas, it looks like, but time, I don't know. We'll see. And food. Of course, you can always get food at Wekiva Island. They can make pretty good burgers down there too. Now there are supposedly a couple springs right down here, right near 46, and I might try to find them on the way back, but 100% sure where they're at, and I didn't note the coordinates before I left. Well, I might have came about as far as I'm comfortable going, because I am bumping off of logs and stumps and trees and you name it, I've hit it. And the water is very dark in this section. So basically don't see what I'm about to hit until I'm about to hit it. And I didn't bring my tiller handle extension, so I can't stand up and see anything. So I'm just going to kind of putt along here. If I start hitting stuff with the prop, I'm going to turn around and start working my way back to the St. John's. Maybe go check out something different, but we will see. actually, I have basically made it down to Wekiva Island. Try not to hit anything else, but there was a lot of stuff under the water, and it took a lot longer to get up here than I would have expected. But I'm going to check it out, and then I'm going to go back a little bit the way I came from and find a place to stop and eat lunch for a little bit. And there it is, Wekiva Island. If I didn't have a sub with me, I would get a burger or something. But I gotta save some calories for dinner. Well, I got plenty of gas left, more than half a tank. So I'm gonna start working my way back and find a good place to eat lunch. And I'll have to check my mileage here in a couple of minutes, but I'd say it was probably like 25 miles up here, so round trip I'm probably looking at about 50 miles back to the boat ramp. So not too bad for such a small amount of fuel. And it's definitely been worth the ride. I'm glad that I stuck it out. There was definitely a couple sections where the sticks, trees, logs, and general underwater obstacles were really bad, but it was alright. Well, I found myself another place to cool off, take a swim, and then sit here and eat some lunch. I got a little buddy sitting over here. He's just kind of watching me. Doesn't seem to be afraid, so hopefully nobody's been feeding him. This is still pretty close to Wekiva Island. I got a feeling that some of those people have been feeding this little gator. And the problem is, little gators grow up into big gators. And then they want to eat people. Man, I love a good cherry Coke. It sure is nice out here. Very, very quiet. It's Friday, so there's not a lot of people out. Once I got onto the Wekiva River, I think I saw one other boat back towards the beginning, and then haven't seen anybody else since then. Now that I'm up here, couple people out, but that's about it. On the way back, once I get back to where I was hitting all those logs and stuff underwater, and since I'm going with the current now, I'll put the trolling motor in so that I can listen to the birds chirping. My buddy over here, maybe he'll follow along. He's a little bitty thing, but big enough to probably hurt pretty doggone bad. Hopefully when I jump back in to go swimming, it scares him off. If not, I ain't jumping back in. Alright, I am getting ready to go. Still got my buddy over here. Let's see. He's hanging out. He ain't bothering nobody. Just a good old gator. Well, he ain't bothering me. I ain't gonna bother him. And this is where I ate lunch. All right. Anyways, I am gonna start moving along. When I get down to the Buffalo Tram Road or something like that, I'm gonna stop there. Maybe fly the drone, depending on the weather and if I'm not too close to an airport or anything like that, and see what kind of things I can see from there. All right, let's ride. Well, we're back in civilization. Sanford Power Plant, the train track, the Sunrail frequents, and there'll probably be a Sunrail train here in a minute because they run like every 30 minutes at this time of day. Matter of fact, I think I hear one. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. The Amtrak. Crossing the bridge. That's a pretty good size one. Anyways, almost back to the boat ramp, and I'm gonna pretty much end this video right now. So, thank you for watching. Whether you like the video or not, make sure you hit that like button, and maybe I'll make some more videos. Thanks.